Good morning, beautifuls. I hope you all slept well. I definitely did for the few hours that it got before life woke me up at like 6 question mark. B, where's the liquid gold? Didn't we buy more of that?
On the little rack right there to the left.
Snot. Anyways, while people
Over there by my other stuff.
tune in, I gotta get some gold. Ooh, sorry, David. Oh, I just kicked Kitty. Did you guys get your votes in for what we should name the babies? Found it. I'll grab a pipette and be right back. Back. Yes, I'm in the same things that I wore yesterday because I just woke up and it's whatever. I don't even care. I don't know why this camera's so blurry, but I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Sup. Yeah, here it is 10 to 8. This may be one of the earliest ones we've done, yuns. So where are we voting? I thought you were talking about political stuff. I was like, just in your neighborhood area. On Facebook, where like you could scroll on your phone and it has like all the videos and stuff, I put a poll up. I'll do it in the Facebook group too. B, will you put a poll in the Facebook group about names?
Yeah.
Feels weird being home and not at work. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry, Lisa, about, life going the way it is for you and a lot of people. But we're going to do what we can to be here and bring you smiles and entertainment and hopefully teach you something. And you know what? Always look for the positive in things. Maybe this will help some people to get the little push they need to pursue art, or you never know. What are you doing, Beans? You trying to say hi to the people? Look at this ball of fluff. He doesn't want my attention. He wants to go down and play with David. And I have just decided...
I don't want to call him David.
Huh?
I don't want to call him David.
You don't want to call him David?
No. And if you already have a name for him, why are you asking people to name him?
Because I just need a name for him until he's named. It's either call him what I think at the time or Little Boy Cat, which also comes out. Anyways. This is how yesterday's piece turned out. I think she turned out lovely. Even though I used yellow twice in a row without it going absolutely AWOL. Extra proud of that. But today, I'm going to be filling in the moat and painting the outside frame. Even though what's in the moat looks super cool though. That like waterfall-y runoff we got going on there. But since that's not present all the way around, I'm just gonna paint that bad boy solid, and we're gonna paint the frame. And that's what I have planned for today on this live feed. Stay tuned. His name is Resin. Not a bad name. So if you're new to the channel, I've been trying to remember to introduce myself for all the new people that hopefully are tuning in. My name is Erica. This channel is Artist Till Death. This is our email address if you have any questions. It's quicker to text me though, 214-402-9996. I have no idea how I just flaked on that, but anyways. You can get all the materials that I use on the channel at artisttilldeath.com. Don't forget that's 2 T's and 2 L's right there. It would be a cool clock. I also sell clock things. Let's see. So first thing I'm going to do is fill in this little moat. Bring the camera down so you guys can see better. Even though it's in my face. I feel like a rapper or like some kind of like musician when like the mic's right. Nope, still not a mic. I guess there's a mic in it. Wiki. Anyways, first thing we're going to use is liquid gold. Liquid gold. This I actually do not sell on the website. You have to get it off Amazon. I wonder how Amazon Prime is doing their like guaranteed delivery since everyone's ordering off Amazon right now because pandemic. Anyways, you can paint this moat or gully or whatever you want to call it with anything you want. I'm using gold because I have all of the colors in the piece and I'm going to make the outside black so it looks like a real clean frame. So shake this up really well. And then I'm just going to use a pipette to drip it in there and then roll it around. And then after it sets, I'm going to just paint it black. This is like a super easy way to do this. I know it, Bowie. If I would have let more resin run out or off the piece and into the sides, or even purposefully just put it on the sides, this resin would be nope. This gold would be shinier. Because right now, the area that it was kind of just raw because it's all the gold I need. That was quick. For some reason, I thought that would take longer. So, it's a lot prettier and shinier. See, that's where like the two are separate. So, resin dripped to there, but here it's raw. And it's just prettier here than it is here. So, moving forward, I'm going to just make sure I have resin all the way around in that crevice. That sounds like a horrible word for this. So it's just prettier here than it is on this side where it was just raw. I'm so glad it's arriving today, Jenny. I have no idea why like the mail service has parcels bouncing around the planet. Oh, both of them came to say hello. Here. The pups are getting along fine. Womp. Cujo still likes to chase a little bit when they start running. Bowie just wants to play with them. The cats are still trying to feel out the pups a little bit, but they're not scared at all. So that makes me happy. Right, even as we speak, Bowie's playing with them a little bit. Do a poll who gets in the resin first. It'll probably be a little boy cat. He's more adventurous of the two. Okay, so this stuff doesn't take that long to dry. but it needs to be dry before you add resin to it. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is mask off the front of this so that I can spray paint the outside a solid color. For this, I'm using contact paper. You can use paper that's made specifically for ooh, I'm nervous. It's still a little bit tacky. Maybe I'm not using contact paper. I don't want it to leave a haze. So, what am I gonna do? Probably gonna use one of Jeff's. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of Jeff's stencils. So I'm about to use spray paint, which I do not carry on my website. You can get it at anywhere that sells spray paint. Be careful when you're using spray paint that you don't breathe in the fumes, and don't do it around an open flame because aerosol. And also wear a respirator or be in a well ventilated area or both. So ideally, if I wasn't on camera right now, I would take this over to the window and spray, but
Why are you not?
huh?
Why are you not?
I just want to show them how I'm doing this, at least on part of it, and then I'll move it over there.
It's just that computer's very sensitive.
So I'm just taking the edge of this stencil, putting it up to the edge of where I don't want spray paint. I'm gonna get a new cap because this one is just spraying extra. If you shake a can and don't hear the little marble moving, shake harder, by the way. What about tiger as a name for them? I think Jeff wants to keep it themed or something. This actually may be easier anyways than using masking paper. But it doesn't take much. Just give a little psst. Actually, I'm going to put the masking further down so that it gets this inside rim as well. A little bit. And I'll probably go back in with this a little bit more gold to make it even. It only takes small bursts of paint, so don't go crazy when you're using spray paint for the first time. It doesn't take much. We use spray paint like daily and we have cans that last. Well, It varies depending on the color. Nice and clean. If you do use a stencil like this one is paper, for example, try to dab off any excess spray paint you have on it so it doesn't damage or warp or get sticky for the next time you use it. Pro tip. Okay. Now I'm going to get another piece of paper because this one looks horrible. I really hope I'm not going to have to start resorting to butcher paper as toilet paper, but you know what, you guys? The world is a crazy place right now. Hoping that's not the case. Otherwise, Jeff and I are coming over to y'all's house. Why are you up so early? So the boys wake me up at 7 a.m. every day to go for walkies. Glitz and glam. Be glitz and glam. Lame. Come down to Florida. If I was gonna be stranded somewhere or quarantined somewhere, I would love it to be Florida. However, we got too many animals now to be traveling like that. Okay. So now we have a gold inset, a black frame, and a fun piece of art. You can leave it like this. This spray that I put around it will go something matte, because it's a matte spray. And I will go, after it's all set up, I'll spray the outside as well. Actually, I can, well, can't go ahead and do that. We gotta dry this first. Do you see my suggestion of this one and that one? I did not. But we thought the other day about using this and that. Hey, Gypsy. We're good, Gypsy. Hope you are well. I want to make sure that's absolutely dry before moving forward. So this is how we do the edges. Just put it face.
That's how we do it.
Alright. So we put it face down, and then you don't have to worry about protecting the surface of your piece. Just spray all the way around. Pardon me, I'm just going to use this camera and make sure that I've gotten all the edges proper. And then that's it. Now when you lift this up, be cautious not to move it into your wet spray paint ring. Just lift it straight up. Now it's black all the way around. And you have an awesome frame. Or in your awesome painting. And then it's awesome. This and that. Sounds like Dr. Seuss characters. Hey, crazy! Substitution non-rubbing alcohol. I've heard people using vinegar. I've heard people using makeup remover. I've heard of people using Everclear. Enzo and Iris. Hi, Linda from South Carolina. I hope you are staying safe up there. I hope everyone's staying safe, really. So my favorite, well, okay. So when you want white for cells, are you talking about like for the white to be the cells, like a foamy, frothy ocean white, or like a base white that helps other colors sell? ATD cat videos. I might put up a cat cam and a palm cam. Seriously, I might just like get a Ring video system and just stream inside of my place. Crazy. B, I may just call him calm and crazy. It's true. Thing one and thing two. Okay, let's make some resin. This is a graduated mixing cup. For the amount, okay, so the inside of it, I used probably only 3 ounces. For the outside, I probably only need less than an ounce, but I don't have a less than an ounce measuring cup. So we're probably gonna do some coasters. But who doesn't love some coasties? Oh, let's check on the ones from yesterday. Here's the coasties from yesterday. This one looks like a straight up acrylic pour. Not mad at it. This one is extra. Not too upset about it. No idea about this guy, but I guess I'll let it live because the complexion is flawless. And then the glitter glass one. That turned out fun. I mean, there's a little bit of texture because glass, but like it didn't rip or cut any of this, so it fell in it nicely. I think it gave a little fun texture to it, and of course, let me show you guys the sparkle if you're new. Y'all, it's Jamie's birthday. Have you guys tried glitter glass yet? Do you love it? Tell me your thoughts. I need to know if I'm just crazy because of my irrational love for glitter glass, or if you guys agree that it's fun. I'd like to order both. Okay, so my favorite white for base, since Stone Coat no longer sells this white and that black, I would use Base Cell White by Color Passion, and for top white, either Snow White from Color Obsession or Titanium White from Just Resin. It does look like the Sparkle app. What's your and Jeff's favorite movie? Maybe you can name them off characters in favorite movie. It's true. Right now, based on the poll that we put out everywhere, it looks like the front runner is Wednesday and Pugsley. Even though I find the name Pugsley repulsive. Which is what it's meant for. Ugh. What's up, little guy? You found a pound of it for 40 bucks on Etsy. Sweet. Just call them pugs for short. That's fair. What's shaking, Ideas? B, Ideas is in the room. I told him we were asking about him not too long ago. Jeff says, what's up, Ideas? Those are fun names too. So whether Bowie's getting along with these cats or not, he's definitely very preoccupied by them. So I know it. Come on, Beans. He's just obsessed with the little girl cat, even though the little boy cat's right behind him. Where are you? Where are you? I know it, but you gotta be sweet. They're so funny because she comes out and like bats at him and then runs back. So right now I'm mixing my resin. It is very boring, so I thought I'd show you kitty cam and puppy cam in the meantime. Glitter and graffiti, I love that. We're gonna run it by Jeff when he comes out of the shower. What made us want to get cats? Jeff has always been a cat person. Well, he's an animal person in general. But we realized that Bowie needs a play buddy, and Cujo is not exactly it. So we were pretty sure we couldn't take on another dog until we get a yard. So Jeff was like, let's just get him a kitten. And then a friend of ours had some rescue cats that had kittens. And so, yeah. You can totally do that, Gypsy J. Use whatever craft epoxy you want to do whatever artwork, and then use a really good UV resin like Stone Coat as a top coat, and that'll act as like sunblock for your artwork. So initially, we took in the kittens for the weekend just to see how they would get along with the boys. And we were going to see which one got along best with our crazy household. And now it looks like, should we keep them, we wouldn't. Should we want to go the cat route, we probably wouldn't separate them. Your cat friends, please. Go say hi. Bowie. Hi. Go say hi to the kitty cat. What about the glow in the dark powder? Which one? Chill and lax. There is nothing chill or lax about the little boy cat. And I may just call him that, LBC. And LGC. Little girl. Bowie. He's so fixated on little girl cat, and little boy cat is playing with his tail. He just, I don't know. Kit and Kat. And then there were 2. And then our like whole world climate changed. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope they don't run out of cat food in the stores. I hope people aren't hoarding cat food because I don't have that much of it. Hello, Gianna in Denver. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I've mixed this for probably more than the 3 minutes it recommends. I'm using Art Coat by Stone Coat, also available on their website, artistilldeath.com. Ding, ding, ding. It's a 1-to-1 equal ratio resin. So you use equal parts of part A and part B. You mix it for 3 minutes, and then you have like 2 hours to work with it, which is crazy. Thank you, 755, for the compliments. Any glow mixed with the art epoxy. I've used glow powder. The thing about glow powders is I tried to find one that was like clear when it's mixed into resin, so you could really see what's under it, because you really have to load the glow powders for them to really do like an impressive job of glowing. And I haven't found one that is completely clear. It has that like hazy yellowy color hue. Anyways, so here's my plan. I'm going to coat, even though I really like the matte frame. I really like the matte frame, y'all. Okay, what do you guys think? I was gonna clear coat and put glitter glass on the frame, but what do you guys think? I need to know what you guys think, because the juxtaposition between the matte and the gold is fun looking. So if we decide to keep it matte, I'm gonna have to get some coasties, and we'll just do some coasties. What do you guys think? I need your feedback. Resin and glitter glass the frame, or leave it matte? Because if I leave it matte, this is a done piece. Like, it's even got the sides done. It could stand to use another coat. Some of it's patchy, but ultimately, that's what it would look like. Show us the glitter glass. Nope. Yep. There you are. This stuff is so elegant, I can't even handle it. It may as well be crushed diamonds to me. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Okay. Vote. The poll's closed. So now, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the resin we just mixed up. Because I promised glitter glass. Okay. We can do a small geode. And then I'll probably still have leftover all right. So this is one of the geodes that we have available on our website. It is awesome because reasons. So when you get it, it's gonna have this backing on one or two sides. Sometimes I go ahead and pre-peel one side. But if it's not pre-peeled on one side, then just use your nail or something to just start the peeling process and only peel one side. Then you resin on the side you peeled and leave the other side. So after the resin sets, you just peel that side off and there's no cleanup. That seems to be like a theme of our products lately, the no cleanup theme, because I think that part just takes too much time and kind of takes the fun out of creating artwork, at least for me anyways, because I'm a giant child. So yeah. Bonnie, I agree. I'm going to need to put another coat of gold in that rim for sure. I know, Angela. Greedy people are just getting extra. Can you put resin on the gold to make it shine? Hey, Sue. I can. So let's do that first. Let's do that first. Let's see how I'm going to do this without getting resin on everything. Okay. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do. I'm going to put I'm going to put resin in here, this little Dixie cup, because then I can squeeze it and be specific with how much resin comes out and where it goes. I'm going to be very careful not to hit the edges or the rim or the resin surface, because then you will be doing a flood coat all over the whole thing. That's not going to be a good time. Okay. Okay. So now I'm just going to let it flow for just a second while I turn it around. And what I'll probably end up doing with this is doing another coat of gold after this sets, so that it's shiny and not textured where it was raw. And then do another clear coat. And for the last clear coat, I'll probably use UV resin because I can set that in 5 minutes, and then it'll be good to post as available or hang on the wall. Hope I'm not Ritterhoffing the camera. Does she know that we say that? Also, is she cool with the fact that we say that? She's so precious. I'm not filling this all the way. I'm just putting a nice coat in there. And this will self-level all the way around. Okay. There we go. I'm just rolling it a bit like this so I can make sure that there's no low spots, no raw spots. There we go. Also, looks like I used a bit too much resin doing that, so we have to do a smaller. smaller geo with the leftovers. This one already pulled the back off both sides, but it is a 7-inch. Nina, how are you? We were just talking about you the other day. You guys, if you don't know Nina, she is a brilliant artist. She does the most amazing everything. And I'm still excited to commission my Bowie mosaic. Yes, I will add gold into the groove after it's set. What up, Vinny? Hey, Trina. Okay, so we were gonna do it on this one, but I only have about an ounce left. Well, we could probably still do this one, since the other one was kind of hard to see. Okay, so we need this is going to be blue. I'm using Bondi from Color Obsession. You guys, seriously, if you've never checked out Nina's work, it's stunning. She also makes molds of like awesome things if you're in the market for like geode molds or coaster molds or platter molds. They're super unique and absolutely lovely. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I literally woke up like this. Hopefully this is enough resin for this piece. Okay. So this is a transparent pigment. Which is awesome since the substrate is transparent. I want to be able to see through the piece once it's set up. Now, usually people use multiple colors, and I'm going to mix some white as well, and I'm going to use the gold, the liquid gold. So I'm just spreading this around because I want this to be the base of all the color. I mean, all of everything that I'm putting on here. Again, this color is Bondi Blue by Color Obsession. Yeah, I can't even get it out of my head how excited I am about having a Bowie mosaic to add to my collection. If you guys are here at the end of the show, I'll show you the moon mosaic that she did for me, and it is 100% my absolute favorite wall art that I've ever purchased. 100%. So now that we have everything covered on here, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of heat. You got your mop up and rollers, that's fine. Hi Sandy! Jacqueline, thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. I'm going to mix just a little bit more of the blue because I'm not going to use that much white. And it looks a little thin in a couple places. Nina, you have to know how amazing those pieces are. like worldwide your artwork should be. So the cool thing about these tints is that you could use one drop and it would be a really light color, or you could use like all of the drops and it would be a really dark color, but it will still always be transparent. So this will probably be a little bit darker than, yeah, the other that I added into it, but it's the same color. So it will never be off on, like, you know, sometimes you could use similar colors, but they're just a little bit off because maybe one's a warmer tone and one maybe a cooler tone. This will always be in the same family because it's literally the same pigment. So I always thought that was kind of cool. All right. So now what we have left, we're gonna mix some white into. What, Sandy, watch out. You found some 91% alcohol yesterday. There's a shortage like around the globe of alcohol. Seems like. Regina, take a nap. Thanks for tuning in. I don't want to only be a resin artist, so I want to create a name for myself. I thought of positive outlet. I want my art to inspire. What do you think, ATD fam? I think positive outlet's great. If that's going to be a business name, it almost sounds like a motivational speaker, or something like that. So maybe like creative outlet. I don't know. In terms of business names, just going off of like my marketing experience, your name should have something to do with what you do so that people can read your name and get kind of an idea. And you don't want to limit your name, so that's very good to have that thought process now rather than later. For example, Stone Coat countertops, when they first got into the resin biz, it was only countertops, so that's what they went with as a name. But then as their business evolved, they rolled into all other kinds of epoxy as well, and so they had a really hard time rebranding their stuff to take Stone Coat and not really emphasize the countertop part. So just keep that in mind when you come up with a name for yourself, to not pigeonhole your brand on one thing. You know what I mean? Angela, you need to go Mimi too. I found a 5-liter bottle of 99%. Just waiting for the call to say it's in. Girl, I'm jealous. My son got a call yesterday about an inheritance. Girl, you better make sure that's for real. There's a lot of scam calls going around right now. I don't know why they're buying 91% alcohol for this virus. They need lesser percent so that it absorbs into the skin. People just are crazy. They think the higher percentage, the better. What are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do? Okay, so I think I'm gonna put this ring of white just on the outside of the darker ring of blue. What do you guys think? Well, that's awesome, Regina. No. Here we got a little dribble, but that's fine. We just have to make it do. I ain't no sucker. I didn't believe so, but I have to warn people because there are some people that don't know. Whoops. Okay. So now I'm going to blow it outward. Apparently I'm just blowing it all the way, so I'm just going to use my face. To make it a little ocean-esque. Fun. Super fun. And I'm going to add glitter glass and gold to this as well. I heard of a lot of people doing that, Nina, mixing their own hand sanitizer. I just want to keep my alcohol for art. Is that horrible? That's probably horrible. Priorities, you know? Agreed, Gypsy J. Okay. Now, let's do the gold. B, are you in there?
No.
You're not in there? So I'm pouring this out onto this paper because kind of like, okay, let me give you a visual. You know when you like just leave your ketchup sitting for too long and it gets like a film on it? Not a film, but like that. It separates kind of. That's what I'm kind of trying to. I'm trying to get the greasy part to soak into this paper, which is already doing. That's what this outside ring is. See this darker. This outside area right here, that's going to be what makes, when you add gold to resin or add this stuff to resin, it like blooms and really takes over. I've deduced that that's because of whatever chemical that is. But if I can just like move this around and just separate that part out and let that soak into paper or whatever, and just only take this pretty part of the gold, it won't bloom like that and it'll just stay where I put it. So I just kind of like work it around on this paper until it doesn't, when I like fast swipe it, it doesn't separate. It's just only the gold part. So once I have it where I like it, I just scoop some up. And I usually do like a roadside test. Like that still grew a good fair amount. See how it's blooming like that? That probably means I have a lot of it on my palette knife from when I was mixing it around. So let's do another test. And that one's not growing as much as that one did. See how it's like kind of, I wish that would focus, but it's kind of like spiky on the outside, and this one isn't really as much. It kind of lets me know that I've worked out most of that part that I don't like. So now it just comes down to trailing along. I bet this is what it was like with a calligraphy pen. One of those quill tip pens. See how it just stays where I put it and it's thinner line in some areas? Thank you, Tara. Oh, I appreciate it so much, Nina. You're such a fabulous artist. It means so much for you to be here. And I think I want to add another rim of gold just on the outside. So I've loaded my palette knife. I'm just gonna truck it along. Voila. Cute, super cute. But now, so you know that sinking feather swipe look? It's gonna happen right here because that white has already fallen through. You can see that under texture of white just right here. It's gonna look awesome on the other side as well. Okay, let's add some glitter glass. So if you guys don't know, glitter glass is actually shards of really fine glitter. Nope, glass. I do have this available on my website. If you do buy it from me, please don't cut yourself. Well, if you buy it from anybody, wherever it's available, don't cut yourself. So just don't cut yourself, okay? Okay, cool. Now, let's see where I want to add this. I'm gonna get another piece of paper to collect any glitter glass that falls off, because stuff's not cheap, y'all. Not cheap at all. So I'm just gonna put this piece of paper. Let me think. Okay. Put this piece of paper right here to catch any glitter glass that falls off. Yeah? Yeah. Love that glitter. So worth it though. It's gorgeous. Completely agree. It's like, you know, sometimes you love the look of something, but you're like, okay, that's a little bit much. And I worry about that with glitter. I love the look of it, but I worry that it'll make my artwork look a little bit crafty or tacky, for lack of a better word. But glitter glass is clear and just adds that bit of sparkle. So it has an edge of refinement and class to it, in my opinion. So glitter glass. So I'm going to start by just adding it to this inside. Whoops. I guess I thought I was just adding it to the inside area, but then it decided I got a better idea and just went rogue, which is fine. It's whatever. Also there. So I'm going to add a light to this so you guys can see what's up with the glitter glass. Well, actually, so I did this one yesterday for those that are in the channel and are new. It's hard to see right now, but It is amazing. Oh, he's trying to play with you and you're like, no. You say hi to the baby? You say hi to the baby? Hey! I didn't mean to bark because I said say hi. We're all learning. I don't like regular glitter because it is flat mylar pieces. I think the chunks are much more interesting. Sideshows, that's fun. So we have the glitter glass in the inside ring area. I'm debating on putting it on the outside edge as well, but do you think that would be taking it too far? What do you guys think? Because right now it's like Druzy-esque. Nina, I knew you would love the glitter glass because you're a glass fanatic. You know how to work with glass better than like anyone on the planet, I'm pretty sure. 100%. I like it just as is. Hi Donna in Liverpool. I hope you're okay up there. It's getting really real all over the place. I think it's cute. I think it's good. Okay. I'm gonna go put this up and grab Nina's piece that I want to show you guys. BRB. Are you discarding the door for me, little beans? Thank you. So, I don't commission many things because I want to support other artists, but for that I'll purchase like off the rack. And if there's something that I want enough that I could like, in my head sometimes I'm just like, I could do that. This I could never do in 100 years. It is by far one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Y'all know who this guy is? Nina is brilliant. This lady cut every shard of glass and put it in here, basically one hair at a time, to make my precious little moo pup. I love this piece to the moon and back. I show everyone that ever comes into my house, and I'm working on getting, whenever she has time, a Bowie one to go up next to this one. Isn't it perfect? I love this. Let me go get Moo so you guys can see us side by side. Hi, little boy cat. Hi, little boy dog. Mover, come here. Give me. Y'all, it's basically life size. Hummus. Thank you. I know it. I I can't even. So, after she does my Bowie piece, if you guys are interested in mosaic, hit up Nina because could not be happier with my this. Baby moves. Hey. That may be the groomer. I thought I'd get the boys groomed today before the insanity sets in and everyone for real becomes on home lockdown. Get down, baby moose. Hey. Are you so precious? Nina, if you want to drop your website, feel free to do so. I'm going to go hang this up. It's heavy. It's quality. It's perfect. Look at that detail. Like, she even got his, like, all of the colors of his beautiful coat. I don't know how she did it, but I'm beyond impressed. Has the seal of approval on here. Shattered shapes. Look out, Mooper. Y'all, she showed me her process, and it's insane. Anyways, hit her up. Alright, you guys. Hope you learned something from the video today. Have fun at work today. Everyone that still has to go in. Stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands. I think people are recommending like 6 feet. Stay 6 feet away from people. Just like better safe than sorry distance. I need this. Schools are closed in Iowa. Just got some resin ordered. So I am planning on doing the kits, the resin kits, and having like a pour with us monthly video. What is it that you guys would want to pour with me? Would you want to concentrate on swiping? Would you want to concentrate on negative space? Would you want to concentrate on like ocean, on geodes? What do you guys think? Because I want to do what y'all want. As long as I'm painting, I'm a happy camper. Subject matter, not so important to me. If that's one of y'all, I'll call you back. Negative space. That's always one that people have a lot of questions about, because it's definitely a lot harder than it looks to keep negative space and without letting it take, like, the color take over. So the pour with me videos are going to be very much like, this is how much you mix. We're going to add just this much, and it's going to be extra specific because since I can't travel and teach classes right now, I think being specific on a video would be helpful to people, and it's going to give people something to do while you're stuck at home, or whether it's self-quarantine or mandatory or whatever. Nina, do I need to go through your Etsy shop for my Bowie commish, or are we good on that? Bye, Sue. What is the kitty's name? We haven't narrowed that down yet. Working on that. Your sister's a sweetheart, Sandy. Also, will you text me your address? I don't know where it is. Please, ma'am. Alright, you guys. I don't want to get Moo all hyped up, but read this stuff. Be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through, especially right now. Wash your hands. I love you. And we'll see you guys. Dang it. I can't see him, but he's there. But I can't change my closer. I can't seem to contain myself with a resin get negative space. That is very common, and I am here to help with that. So we'll probably do the first one negative space. My pleasure, Gypsy J. Exactly. So Sandy, send me a text. If anybody needs anything, shoot me a text. I'll add it down in the bottom. Support your local everything. Support small businesses, because y'all, looks like it's going to get really real before it gets better. So any video of ours you would like to share, this YouTube income is going to probably be pretty vital to Jeff and I. So please support everybody. Be kind. Don't get crazy. Don't buy 98 rolls of toilet paper, and be sweet. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys so much. Till next time. Bye. Bye. B. I lost him, but he said bye. Mwah. Sweet move. We just went outside.